Welcome back to the Morning Brew. We got so excited about tubing and doing all these other crazy things that somebody unplugged an audio cord, and all of a sudden we were just off the air for a hot moment. So no big worries.
We're back.
Jamie, I had to bring her back because she was already at the door with the tube in her hand going, I'm going to UCF. And I said, no, Jamie, don't go. We need to still finish the show. So this is what happens when we get very excited. We need to find the level, Jamie, of excitement and relaxing in the morning because, we need to be a little bit more professional. We can't be talking about lazy rivers and all that other crazy stuff.
So sorry.
Get it together.
Got it.
I expect better.
It's the coffee.
Yeah, slide it away. I'm done, basically. All right, transitioning gears. One other final thing to wrap up the What's Brewing segment. Did you hear what the Cleveland Browns have been doing to test draft prospects at the NFL Combine this week?
Card games?
Card tricks, basically.
Like memory? Like you remember when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Go fit? Like what?
Or like you're like finding the queen, basically, like playing the little like dice games.
Yeah.
Like I don't know exactly, but somebody, Nate Atkins on Twitter said Indiana guard Dan Feeney said that the Browns spent his interview playing card tricks in order to test his memory, and he says analytics, man, which makes sense. I mean, the NFL is a complex thing when you really break it down. People think that all you have to do is hit people and put a ball in the end zone. It's really not that simple, unfortunately. There's so much more that goes into it in terms of the plays that you have to remember, the schemes, the who you have to block. Like if you don't know this, if you're not on top of it, the hand signals, like people, quarterbacks can go to the line and they say one word, like Omaha, like that changes everything at one time.
I mean, this isn't his first rodeo. Like he's
True.
played, he's done this without card tricks before and it's gotten him this far.
It's true.
Like, do you really need, personally, I don't want to maybe offended, be like, come on now.
Come on.
Don't you want to see if I'm going to win that island instead? Like, that's what I would be worried about. Not go fish.
And honestly, at this point, too, if you are Cleveland, maybe you're just testing people to see, you're too smart to play for us. We don't want you on our team. We need to keep a standard.
That could be.
What if all these years Cleveland was purposely sabotaging themselves to not be good?
Maybe.
Someone's got to suck.
Maybe they have people betting on them to suck for so long that they're scaring people away to be suckier.
Like, we want to continue to be suckier so that way people don't get excited about us and don't actually care.
And then all of a sudden one year,
and they're just going to come out of the air undefeated, break every record. They'd be like, Tom Brady, who?
Mm-hmm. And they're going to have an island on their hands.
Boom. Mm-hmm. If this guy, I don't think an offensive lineman's going to get the record. But, all right, it's Friday. Do you do any fun Instagram posts on Fridays? Do you do a little hashtag action, little any of that business?
No.
Not really, no. Little
too basic for me.
But you're too basic for you. I was going to say, you said you were a basic person.
Too basic. I'm not that basic.
You're a
little basic.
You're a smidge basic, basically. But so today's Flashback Friday on the show, where we are going to basically look back at the week that was in Brew sports and the sports world as a whole. The big thing that I feel like needs to be talked about that really wasn't resolved, and you said you actually had people calling and texting you after our show yesterday, giving you a piece of their mind.
Yep.
And the big debate is, what exactly is a taco? And people might be like, that has nothing to do with the sports world. But I said it has to do with Brew sports and the sports world. We talked about this yesterday. Ty Lawson, Sacramento Kings, got sick after he had some sketchy bomb-ass tacos, apparently, and then got gastro whatever.
Demetriosis.
Had to miss a game. He was out. But that helped us debate the taco thing. Is a taco a burrito? Is it what? I don't know.
Yes.
We were left hanging, and I need answers, Jamie.
So I got a text yesterday. Hey, watch your show. Good job. By the way, a burrito is a taco. So I Googled it. Definition of a taco is a Mexican dish consisting of a fried tortilla, typically folded, filled with various mixtures such as seasoned meat, beans, lettuce, and tomatoes. I've also never had beans on a taco, so
that sounds
the dictionary's
strange.
wrong.
Yeah.
Burrito.
You're wrong, Webster.
Yeah. A Mexican dish consisting of a rolled tortilla around fillings, typically beans, ground beef, or shredded beef.
So what does this mean?
Mic drop.
I mean, don't drop this
I
mic,
won't.
but
Looks
we need
nice.
to give you like a fake mic. To be like, there you go. Boom, done.
It means it's the same thing. One is folded and one
Then
is
why do
rolled.
we call it different things?
I don't
It's
know.
kind of like, is a hot dog
tomato,
a sim-
tomato, potato, potato.
People say potato,
I
potato.
don't know.
I was gonna say,
Do they?
potato. I don't think so. I mean,
No.
I've always felt like, but what about a hard shell taco? It's not a burrito.
Yeah, but what
So
are
are we
the,
saying
what are
that-
the
are we
things
saying
that are
that-
flat?
So are we saying
Tostada?
that tortilla?
No, a tostada, like they're hard. Tostada.
Tostada. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah, so
yes.
tostada and a hard shell taco are the same.
I mean, I suppose.
You want me to Google it? Because I'll ask Webster again.
Webster seems
got
to
my
be the
back.
end all, be all, know all of all
I'm
sort
gonna
of
say
things, honestly.
they're the same. And an enchilada is an enchilada, Simon. It's like the cousin of a taco.
An enchilada. I mean, the Mexican dishes, I feel like, can go all over the place. But, I mean, people make... I mean, you can't really make an argument about a lot of other things, though, like pasta. Pasta's pasta. Like,
Right, because there's noodles.
Exactly. But then we have ramen. Then we have all the things that the
But it's
Chinese
still
and Asians
pasta.
do. It's still
It's still
pasta,
noodles.
though. It is, exactly. Like chow mein, lo mein sort of thing. Liz apparently is saying Baxter versus Jaymee. I'm not exactly sure what that means. Like, have we raced yet? That's what Liz wants to know. No, we have not raced yet, Liz. Jaymee was wearing boots yesterday, and she was like,
Still got boots.
See? I have to race barefoot in the hall or something like that. Corey says hashtag tacos matter. I mean, if tacos want to be different, in 2017, if you want to identify as a taco, you have that
can't.
right.
I saw this article yesterday, nothing to do with sports or tacos.
Even
but
better.
this guy in LA got $50,000 worth of surgery done on his face to look like an alien so that he could be genderless.
I'm sorry,
It was
what?
the craziest thing I've ever seen. And he literally, like, big head, no eyebrows.
Why?
Because he
Who has that kind of money to just be like,
and he's only 22. Like, where are you getting this money?
Where'd you get $50,000 by 22?
Yeah.
Was he like an attorney? Was he just
Nope. And now he's like a model or something. He's a makeup artist.
How do you model as an alien?
I don't know.
I feel like the alien market can't be that good.
Right.
And it's not like George Lucas is firing off more Star Wars movies or Star
Right.
Trek movies. Like, there's not a huge demand for that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
So, taco, alien, I think you can pick whatever you want to be. I'm good with being a girl.
If you had to start one, sit one, cut one, what would you Let's start the
Start
taco.
taco.
Yeah.
Sit the...
You got to cut
Me.
the alien.
Get out
We'll
here.
keep Jaymee. We'll sit you.
Yeah.
We'll cut the alien.
Yeah,
basically.
give me your 50 G's you just spent. We talk about money on the show a lot.
We do. It's really weird, honestly. I mean, but it's Friday, though. This is what happens when you flash back to Friday. Was there anything else that we talked about throughout the sports week? I mean, we talked about the NFL offseason, talked about Colin Kaepernick, rule changes in baseball. We talked about all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah. Nothing else that I think
No?
the baseball rules are, I saw that they have 7 new ones that
7
they
new ones.
are going to.
They're trying to speed up the game, which is the funny part, because for those of you that didn't know, of a 3-hour baseball game, 18 of those minutes are actual game playing time. So if you're trying to, I don't know what you're trying to speed up. You're trying to speed up the overall duration.
Right. Maybe if
of
they
everything.
ran faster from the outfield in.
Those guys take their sweet time. They're
Heck
just
yeah, they
like,
do.
oh, inning's over. I'm
Right.
going to just walk.
Trot.
I'm going to send a text, Snapchat with a fan. Like, hey,
Yeah.
like, come on.
But some of the rule changes, I saw, what was it, that the base coaches must remain in the coach's box prior to each pitch, and then they can walk out, and then they have to go back. Like, that isn't going to do anything with time.
No, it really isn't. Like, I
Because
don't.
the game can still go as they're walking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. It certainly can. And that's why I'm a little confused by that. It's like, why does it matter? I mean, like, you're not. I just feel like baseball, and I've said this before, and I've gotten made fun of for it, but baseball is just the most boring sport that you can possibly attend. And I like I said, this doesn't mean I hate Major League Baseball. It doesn't mean I hate baseball. It's just an insanely boring thing. It's an event. It's what you do. It's kind of like the state fair. It's like, all right, guys, we all got to go. Let's get the family. Let's go hang out and go to the baseball game for a couple hours because
there's a whole thing. You tailgate, you go in.
Exactly.
You
There's
get your
so many
TGI
different
Fridays,
things that
Long
you can do.
Island.
Yeah.
If you're me.
You drink Long Islands at baseball games?
Have you never?
No.
They're the same price as a beer, and you get
Really?
10 times as drunk.
Really?
Yeah. Anybody else ever have a Long Island from TGI Fridays at Miller Park?
Gotta do it.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Strawberry, for sure.
Interesting. Aaron wants to know if we wants to know how the lazy river was. By the way,
Dip my toes in, a little cold.
a little cold this morning.
Yeah.
Like 20-some degrees outside. We should put a lazy river in the studio. That would be fun.
I agree.
We've got the budget for that.
Like right here, just a little guy.
Yeah, like we'll just see every couple of minutes. We'll just see us being like, "Hi."
It might be slower than that, though.
Well, yeah. Well, obviously.
Tacos.
Yes, exactly. Well, you can't do it in real time, otherwise people would be like, "Okay, that's ridiculous." Like, basically. All right. So, Jaymee, I need your help for something. Have you ever had to go shopping for a new pillow?
Oddly enough, no. But I
Had the
needed
same pillow for 20-some years?
No,
or what?
I mean, like when I was a kid, my parents bought them, and
Sure.
then for Christmas this year, they were like, "What do you want for Christmas?" And I was like, "New pillows." And
I'm not talking like throw pillows. I'm talking like pillows you put your head on.
Yeah.
Like you sleep. You're like
some are too hard now and some are too soft.
Yeah.
So I need to go shopping again.
For pillow shopping. Well,
Yeah.
I went pillow shopping last night with my wife because I needed a new pillow. I have the darndest time sleeping at nights, and my pillows are either like, this thin, or they're like ridiculous and
you're sleeping
plushy and all over the place, and I'm just like, stretching the neck, cracking and all that fun business. But, I walked down the pillow aisle last night, and I looked at my wife. I'm like, what do I do? She's like, just feel them and do that. So I'm like, okay. And they had a couple like display pillows, and I put my head on one, and my wife looked at me. She's like, do you know how many people have probably put their head on that display pillow? I was like, you're right. So now I have, stage 4 melanoma, and I'm about to die basically from all the diseases I just caught. But it's so weird because then you take the pillows that the other pillows they have in the cases, and that's what you said. You find like a hard spot, and you basically like do this, and you're just like, does this work? And I felt so weird like doing it. People walking by in the aisle seeing me just basically like smacking my head with the pillow because I'm like, well, I want to know how it's gonna feel like when I'm laying down, but I'm not gonna also lay on the floor in the store and be like, oh,
you laid on the floor here.
I did. When did I do that? That's irrelevant. I don't know what you're talking about. But pillow shopping is just one of those weird things. It's not like a car. You can't really go test drive the pillow. Be like, I'm going to take this to my house. I'm going to get all cozy. I'm going to sleep for 5 minutes. I'll be back. Here's the pillow back. I didn't like it too hard, too soft. Like,
yeah, but is it really?
So weird.
But everybody has to do the awkward like pillow test. So I don't think.
But
it's
is that
weird.
an accurate test though? Because I will be honest, the way I tested my pillow that I ultimately bought was very misleading from how it actually slept when I got home. But like I said, I was also in a little bit of a rush.
So either you're okay with the germs on the side of your face, or you're okay with a half-ass test.
Basically, yes. Brew also says he totally agrees with you. The only way to drink at Miller Park is the Long Islands, apparently. Corey also says he has a hard time sitting around for 3 hours to watch 18 minutes of gameplay. Aaron says, I bet Jonathan Brewer probably has the best pillow. #purple. I'm not sure what the whole #purple thing has to do with anything, but must be an inside joke between those guys. I don't know. If it was like Purple Rain, I'd understand or something.
Pillows are usually white. You throw a case on them.
But you get like the silk pillows, or like these are like exotic things from the dodo bird that's been extinct. Like that's how soft my pillow is.
Or maybe they have a cool pillow store that they're not telling us about, where you get to try.
Right? Or have you seen the commercials for like the My Pillow or whatever? Like
is it the guy on Pandora that's like, I have the softest pillow.
Yeah.
Just believe me. Call now.
Yeah.
That guy's annoying.
It's like, I don't want to believe you.
Yeah.
I want a pillow. I don't want to be like hit. It's so strange. I don't know. I just was curious because like I said, it was a very odd experience that I had last night, and I'm like, I really don't know where to go from here in terms of buying a pillow, because like it's a need, but as soon as you actually get to that point, you're like, what do I do with my hands?
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I feel like when you find the right pillow, which is probably why I've had my same pillow forever.
True.
Like it's comfy. Like
it is.
I know how to like nuzzle in there.
You have a little relationship with it, and then like when you finally retire that pillow, you're like, we had some good times.
And like then you take the pillowcase off, and you're like, oh god,
and
I
it's
need
like
a new one.
Brown, and like there's a small
you just
village
throw one back
living
down, you're
under
like,
there.
I don't even care. I sleep good at night because of this thing.
Exactly.
Don't
It's like
even
it
care.
conforms to your body. And that's the thing. That's why I'm not completely freaking out about my pillow just yet. I'm like, look, I'm going to give it a week. I'm going to give it 2 weeks. My wife told me, she's like, I'll switch pillows with you if you want, because she has a nice, like, half Tempur-Pedic, half, like, soft. And I'm like, that's the one I used to have. And then she was having neck problems, so I gave that one to her. And then I swapped and took this new pillow, which I'm totally fine with. I think I just need to get more comfortable. And this week's been a little bit stressful, so I haven't been able to sleep as well as I want to. So
I'm looking up when you're supposed to change your pillows.
Oh.
It says 82% of people do not know how often they should replace their pillows and duvet.
Is it supposed to be? Wait.
Pillows should be replaced every 2 years, and duvets should be thrown away after 5.
What's a duvet?
They go over your comforter.
I thought that was the French thing that you use in the bathroom.
That's a bidet.
Bidet, not duvet. I was like, something with a vey. I don't know.
A duvet, like you get a comforter, like usually they're like a down, like white, and you don't want to ruin them. So you put like a duvet cover over
some
them.
people are all about the duvet life,
Yeah.
I guess.
They're expensive, so I'm just about
I'm not
comforter
swanky
life.
enough. I'm trying to save up for a lazy river in my house. I don't have time for a duvet in my house, basically. Brew says you need a purple pillow. Look it up. Why don't you do that? Take a look at a purple pillow. Is basically.
I'm kind of afraid.
Is that? Yeah.
Check out the purple pillow. It is purple.
Huh. Look at that purple pillow. Who'd have guessed? Well, if Brew wants to send us some purple pillows,
foam.
if you're so excited about what a purple pillow is, Brew, I feel like if you want to be the official pillow sponsor of Brew Sports, I feel like that would be a wonderful thing. We'd appreciate it.
It says no more lumpy foam, stabby feathers, and melty memory foam.
Melty memories.
It looks rather lumpy to me.
Jamie's like, this is a fraud.
You can't even buy it yet?
Well, how do you get it? Brew,
Pre-order now.
Brew has a purple pillow, so he must know.
100 night, no pressure.
What? 100 night?
Like, you get to try it for 100 nights. Send it back if you don't love it.
That's what a lot of like mattress companies are doing nowadays.
I just saw a mattress company too. Mattress in a box. I do not want my mattress to be a mattress to fit.
Casper does that, right? I'm pretty sure that's who it is. You get a
I
mattress
want
that
my
shipped to your box.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to be a mattress. I don't want to be able to roll it up and then poof.
That's kind of strange.
Yeah.
I don't
don't want this purple lumpy pillow.
True. You're absolutely
Maybe
right.
I do though.
Maybe. I don't mind. I mean, and if it
For
sleeps...
$100, I don't.
What?
Sorry.
Nobody should spend... That's ridiculous. Nobody should spend that much money on a pillow, I feel like. All right. One of the things I want to talk about before we bring in our Premier League correspondent, Simon Mitchell, who will be joining us in our next segment, is the obsession, not with pillows or tacos, but doesn't it seem, Jamie, that the sports world just has a stupid obsession with anything that Tony Romo or anything that Jay Cutler does?
Yeah, and there's been the Tony. Why do we love them? Like,
I don't understand.
I'm so obsessed. Like, what's the difference?
And people are thinking too right now, be like, well, they're free agents to an extent. Like, people want to know where they're going. Besides that, like literally the last 10 years,
like who they are.
It's always been like Tony Romo did this. Like national news, Tony Romo threw 3 interceptions. National news, Jay Cutler tripped going down the stairs. Who cares? They're not great quarterbacks.
Yeah.
They're not elite. If this was Aaron Rodgers, if this was Peyton Manning, guys that actually had a clue and actually, did something with their lives, totally different.
Do you think it's because they're so not the greatest at football that people look at them as more like average, more like an average
man?
Joe? Yeah, like
Maybe.
Tony Romo looks pretty average. Like
he's a pretty. I mean, that's the thing.
got
Neither
kids,
of them are
wife,
really
from Wisconsin.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Neither of them are exceptionally good looking. I think people did that with Christian Ponder as well too for a while when he was the Vikings quarterback for a little while. Alex Smith when he was the 49ers quarterback for a while as well too. It was just people would be obsessed about some of these guys. It's like, guys, they're really not that good.
Right.
Like Ryan Fitzpatrick of the Jets. Well, I think he still is with the Jets, or I don't even know what the Jets are doing anymore. He probably got cut with everybody else. People only obsessed with him because he had this weird eating you beard, it was just huge and it was just taking over his face, and people are like, look at his beard. I'm like, yeah, because he's an awful quarterback, so you got to make fun of him some other way. People make fun of Andy Dalton because he's got this rocket red hair, basically. I'm like, he's not a good quarterback. People, I feel just have to obsess and make fun of certain things. I made fun of Jameis Winston because he stole crab legs. I'm like, the crab legler's back at it again. People just, but Romo and Cutler have always been this obsession for so many people. It's look at him. He did this. He threw an interception. It's guys, statistically, they're not that great. And I know some people Tony Romo's actually done really good things. Overall, sure, yes.
Right.
But he's not a great quarterback. He's not going to the Hall of Fame.
And I think the difference too is people love Tony Romo, right? People in Texas love him.
It's annoying.
People here that love him. There's actually a pretty big Cowboys fan base in Wisconsin, and he's from Wisconsin, so people here are hey, home roots, whatever. Jay Cutler, Bears fans don't even like him.
Yeah, if your own team doesn't even like you, how bad are you?
And how did you get that wife when half of the world does not like you?
Right?
Hey, Kristen Cavallari.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
Thanks for watching, Kristen. Appreciate it. Kind of have you seen Christian Ponder's wife, Sam Ponder?
Oh, I just did.
She's on ESPN, I think.
There was just an article about her taking over someone's spot, but I can't remember who.
Yes, for Chris Berman. She's going to be one of the 3 people that helps take over that. Trey Wingo and Susie Salzberger. I forget exactly how to say I forget it. Lisa Salters, I think. I forget exactly. But they're all taking over for Chris Berman for the Monday night, Sunday night football business on ESPN, basically. But Sam Ponder and Christian Ponder. Christian's actually a fairly decent-looking guy, but Sam Ponder's a super successful reporter, and their daughter that they have is just absolutely adorable. It's Christian, you're basically, to an extent, a failure in your career, but you still got the great wife, still got the great life as a whole, too. I think he's a third-string quarterback in Oakland now, sort of a thing. So it's he's definitely dropped off the totem pole. And Jay Cutler and Tony Romo's careers look like they're moving that way as well, too. So it's I just don't get the obsession why so many people are basically in love with Romo or Cutler, basically.
Yeah, I guess I don't either.
Very strange. Very strange at all. Aaron says he emoji hearts Romo. I don't know why. I'm sorry, Aaron. I feel like you could do so much more with your love. Do you heart Romo?
No. I was saying for Aaron, I can relate to him. I love him. He's the average Joe. You're not an average Joe though, Aaron.
All right, we're going to run to a break, but when we come back, we will have our Premier League correspondent Simon Mitchell joining us live right here on the program. So stay tuned. It is the Morning Brew. She's Jamie. I'm Baxter. Back with more on Brew Sports right after this.